Counting on Jason Duggar shares silly way he met wife Maddie. Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Counting on alum Jason Duggar has been making headlines after marrying Maddie Grace. Things quickly happened between the two, and their marriage took many people by surprise. Some fans thought they were going to tie the knot early next year, based on their engagement post, but it seems there has been a change of plans, leading to their early marriage. The two also participated in an interview following their nuptials. One of the things they talked about was how they first met. On October 3, 2024, Jason and Maddie Grace tied the knot in a breathtaking fall-themed mountain wedding at the estate at Sweetwater Creek, Tennessee. According to reports, the majority of the Duggar family and from Maddie's side were in attendance. Maddie also said in an interview that she's happy about how everyone was able to participate, which is a difficult thing to do, because you never get another day in your life where all of your loved ones are together, she added. Photos of the newlyweds have already circulated online. Jason wore a stunning tan suit. The Counting on alum's groomsmen, James, Justin, and Jackson Duggar, also wore identical suits. Jedidiah also served as his brother's best man. Meanwhile, Maddie's bridesmaids included members from the Duggar family, such as Johanna, Jennifer, Jordan, and Josie. Maddie Grace and Jason Duggar recently had an interview in which they shared how they actually met. According to Jason, everything started with a dare for his Jenna. The Counting on alum told his oldest sister to go out and find the man for her. To convince her further, Jason decided to look for his own significant other to show Jenna that it was still possible. Jason ended up finding Maddie Grace, but she revealed that everything happened between them accidentally. Maddie said that Jason accidentally tapped on the notifications button and saw her profile pictures from suggestions. He was like, "Oh, she's cute." But he also saw that I had bubble letters in my bio, and he was like, "Oh, I want to find out how to do those," she added. Things went on between the two from there, which ultimately led to their courtship. Aside from how they met, Jason also opened up about his early struggles with Maddie Grace. According to the Counting on alum, they had a lot of hard times at the beginning of their relationship, but they worked on it and eventually became each other's best friend. He also believes that their journey showed how perfect they were for each other. We're opposites in a lot of ways, but yet we have, I think, a common goal, he added. Jason also shared that they're going to be traveling in the coming months as part of their honeymoon. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 12th child, Jason Duggar, married his girlfriend Maddie Grace in front of 300 guests on Thursday at the estate at Sweetwater Creek in Tennessee, People magazine revealed exclusively Friday. The pair tied the knot and spilled all the details about their special day to the entertainment outlet. "Just having everybody together just to celebrate us, because you never get another day in your life where all of your loved ones are together," the newly minted Maddie Duggar told People, adding that especially for us, because I'm from Tennessee, and so half my family lives in Tennessee and Kentucky, and then we're moving to Arkansas. She told People the festivities were special because the happy couple was able to see everybody in one place, telling the magazine, "It's just a big party where everybody gets together." The couple first met in December and got engaged in August. 8 of Jason Duggar's 18 siblings were in the wedding party, according to People. Jedidiah Duggar served as best man alongside groomsmen James Duggar, Justin Duggar, and Jackson Duggar. The bridesmaid squad included the groom's sisters Johanna Duggar, Jennifer Duggar, Jordan Grace Duggar, and youngest child Josie Duggar. The duo met in the Instagram DMs after Jason Duggar joked with his older sister Jenna, who married her husband Stephen Wisman in August, about settling down. "I was talking with older sister, Jenna. I was telling her, I was like, listen, Jenna, you got to put yourself out there if you want to find a guy. So I was like, look, listen, I'm going to hop on here, just to find someone, just to show you that I can do it, he told People. Maddie added, Jace found my profile just because he accidentally tapped on the notifications button. He saw my profile picture. He was like, oh, she's cute. It was definitely a God thing though. She told the outlet, there's no way we would have found each other. It was just crazy. And now, nearly a year later, the pair have tied the knot. I think for both of us, we're pretty simple people really. It's like just doing life together. Joy-Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth attended Jason Duggar's wedding with their 3 children. Jason married Maddie Grace Jones in Newport, Tennessee. Many of their family members and friends traveled to celebrate their special day. The wedding party was a family affair, and several of Jason's siblings were involved. Details have been scarce, but family members and friends are sharing more photos. Joy-Anna shared a snap of her family standing in front of the mountain-filled backdrop as they posed for an updated family photo. While the photo was adorable, the dress the Counting On star wore broke the dress code rules ingrained in the Duggar girls' upbringing in the big house. It seems that Jinger Duggar's freedom may have influenced Joy-Anna Duggar to reflect and take stock of her life. Although the Counting On star has been wearing pants and jeans for some time now, this is the first time she has left her shoulders uncovered in a spaghetti strap dress. Posed with Austin Forsyth and their 3 children in a rust/burnt orange dress with spaghetti straps. The dress was floor-length and was similar to what the bridesmaids wore while standing next to Maddie Grace Jones. Not long ago, Joy-Anna Duggar talked about reading her sister's books. Jinger Duggar and Jill Duggar have both authored stories about their lives. Though the latter was more of a tell-all about her situation, the former was about disentangling herself from Bill Gothard's teachings. Joy-Anna has changed her wardrobe and is becoming a little bit freer. She wore jeans to church, and this wedding outfit was another big moment. Because of her close relationship with Jinger, it's unsurprising that she lives differently these days. They have sold their home and moved into a rental, beginning a new phase of their life. She was once the peacekeeper and the one who still maintained close relationships with the younger sisters. Joy-Anna didn't move far from home and had plenty of sister sleepovers even after welcoming her own children. Before taking a social media hiatus with her YouTube channel, she hosted a Q&A session with Jana Duggar and the younger girls. With the recent changes, it wouldn't be surprising to see Joy-Anna branch off and spend more time with Austin and his family, leading to a more self-expressive life. Just 49 days after the surprise wedding of Jana Duggar, yet another of the reality TV siblings put a ring on it. Jason Duggar, the 12th in line of the famous 19 kids and counting family, and the 7th son, wed girlfriend Maddie Grace in her home state of Tennessee. The outdoor nuptials featured a stunning mountain setting, a Renaissance chic bride, a muted autumn color palette, pasta on the dinner menu, and a sparkler send-off. Fans of the entertaining if controversial reality series couldn't help feeling a bit nostalgic. When the show premiered in 2008, Jason was only 8 years old, and mom Michelle was pregnant with her 18th baby. Now all but 3 of the siblings are adults, 13 of whom are married, and the Duggar grandchildren count stands at 33. Numbers 34 and 35, twin girls, will arrive in early 2025, courtesy of Jed Duggar and wife Katie. But as with all events in this family, some peculiar details stand out. See how this latest trip down the aisle is different from the previous 9 Duggar weddings. The Duggars' controversial Christian organization has had a hand in most of the children's marriages in one way or another. The group's insular nature and its belief in marriage-focused courtships, rather than casual dating, mean that the young Duggars socialized primarily with fellow church members or with people in similar faith fellowships. Homeschooling conferences, church events, weddings, and mission trips bring these families together, and sparks naturally tend to fly. Sisters Jinger Vuolo, Jill Dillard, Joy-Anna Forsyth, and Jessa Seawald all met their spouses in this way, as did sons Joshua, John David, Josiah, Joseph, Jedediah, Jeremiah, and Justin Duggar. Jana's marriage is even more of a family affair. Her new husband, Stephen Wisman, is also the older brother of Hannah Wisman Duggar, who's married to Jeremiah, making Jana and Jeremiah each other's in-laws as well as siblings. Confused yet? But Jason and Maddie found each other in the most 21st century of ways, online. As they explained to people, Jason was showing Jana how to find potential love interests on Instagram when he saw Maddie in his notifications, meaning she'd liked or commented on one of his posts. Since Jason gets thousands of likes from followers, it was just by chance that hers happened to catch his attention. He apparently was already following her, but they'd never met, so he sent her a DM, and the rest is history. Unlike, say, Donald Trump Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, whose long engagement may be on the rocks before they even get to the altar, the Duggar family doesn't believe in dragging things out. The Mega family are all conservative Christians who believe in saving the first kiss for marriage, not to mention everything that follows. So once they find the perfect mate, they figure there's no sense in waiting around. For instance, John David and wife Abby courted for just a month before he proposed, and they were wed 3 months later. Similarly, Jill, Jinger, Joy, Joseph, and Josiah all needed 4 or fewer months to decide their partners were the one. Jason and Maddie kept to his family tradition. They went Instagram official in May 2024, making it clear that other announcements would soon follow. Sure enough, 2 weeks after Jana and Stephen's wedding on August 15, they shared images of a romantic beachside proposal on Instagram. On August 24, Jason asked me to marry him, and I could not be more excited. Maddie gushed. Pretty typical for a Duggar union. Keep in mind that the couple had only just met before New Year's Eve 2023, and online. It's not clear when Jason and Maddie first met face-to-face, but their entire relationship history is less than 10 months long. Some of us have held on longer to jars of mayonnaise in the fridge. By now, it shouldn't be surprising to see the Duggar children breaking with some of the harsher rules they grew up with, and yet it still catches our attention when they do. All the adult Duggar girls have long since renounced their parents' ban on wearing pants and sleeveless shirts, and it's common to hear secular music along with Christian rock as soundtracks to the siblings' Instagram videos. Jason, too, has decided to follow his own conscience on some issues. For instance, his pre-engagement Instagram photos with Maddie show them in a front embrace and even posing piggyback. This definitely reflects a change in Duggar courtships, when couples were forbidden to touch in any intimate way before they reached the altar. The wedding also featured a dance hour, another activity frowned upon by their childhood faith group. Wiggling body parts was considered too suggestive. One other part of the wedding broke with tradition in a different way. Instead of a tiered buttercream wedding cake, the new Mr. and Mrs. Duggar opted for a small cheesecake, along with an ice cream truck, to satisfy guests' sweet tooth. The big day also doubled as a Duggar family reunion, with almost all of Jason's siblings in attendance. Only oldest brother Josh, still doing time in prison, was absent. 8 of the sisters and brothers were in the wedding party. Among the guests was older sister Jill Duggar Dillard. On her Instagram feed, she shared glimpses of the long road trip to Tennessee, the rehearsal dinner, the wedding, and the reception. Some Duggar followers might have been surprised to see Jill among the guests. She and husband Derek Dillard have been estranged from her father over a number of issues, including alleged withholding of funds they earned from their TV series. Her tell-all, Counting the Cost, was also rumored to have caused divisions within the family, but either the rumors were unfounded or she and her siblings have since reconciled. Judging from Jill's photos, everyone had a delightful time together. She even managed to capture pics of Camera Shea brothers Josiah, Joseph, and Justin, who don't appear often on social media. The newest Mr. and Mrs. Duggar will enjoy some time being joyfully available for each other in Italy on their honeymoon. Once they're back on home turf, however, their marriage will be enduring its first test, and it's a big one. Like many of his brothers, Jason, brother Joza, is on the right, works in construction, and he was hired by a client, Mark Thompson, to do renovation work. There was just one catch. According to sources who spoke to Fox 59, Jason misrepresented himself as a licensed contractor when he doesn't actually have a license. Thompson is also claiming Jason either failed to complete or botched the various tasks he was asked to take on, and that he offered to pay for another contractor to finish the job rather than trying to make it right himself. He's suing Jason and co-defendant Madison Holding LLC for an unspecified amount to cover both the cost of repairs and attorney's fees. As of this writing, Jason and his co-defendant hadn't submitted a response, and it's possible the case may be settled out of court. However, Jason would no doubt prefer not to start off his married life having to pay a hefty sum to a former client, and if Jason is found guilty of fraud, this could jeopardize his livelihood at a time when he has another person to support. We'll just have to stay tuned for further developments. Over the years, a lot of Duggar siblings have progressed. Duggar News followers know that many managed to chuck out their toxic IBLP teachings and live life on their own terms. In their show, people saw how the kids would get married really young, as they could court from the age of 16. However, things were different for many siblings like Jenna and Jason Duggar. Well, it's a special year for the two of them. That's because Jenna was the one who tied the knot in August 2024. It turns out Jason also said I do to his girlfriend, Madison Grace, recently. Their ceremony was rather breathtaking. So, what all happened at their wedding? Where were they? How many of their family members attend? It's common for Duggar News followers to get their daily dose of updates about the family through social media. Only a few months ago, they began seeing a pretty blonde woman on Jason's profile. Everyone had their theories that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar might have set their son up to court her, but that wasn't the case. Jason and Maddie connected in December 2023. It turns out Jason saw Maddie Grace's Instagram handle through his notification section. He found her cute, and they began talking through social media until she was his girlfriend. Then in August 2024, the couple shared picturesque posts about their dream proposal from the beach. Everyone had expected them to tie the knot in spring, but the couple surprised everyone with a fall wedding. Duggar News followers know that having a grand wedding is the norm for Duggar family. Fans must remember how Jana Duggar and Stephen Wisman had over 500 wedding guests. Well, Jason and Maddie pulled off something similar. Their wedding had 300 wedding guests. They tied the knot in Newport, Tennessee, at the estate at Sweetwater Creek. Jason and Maddie tied the knot on October 3, 2024, and the wedding was breathtaking. They did it around beautiful mountains and a scenic background, which was perfect for the fall season. They chose Newport to have the ceremony in, as it is Maddie's home state. Her friends and family mostly reside in Tennessee as well as Kentucky. Jason had 8 of his siblings be a major part of his wedding. Jedidiah Duggar was the best man, while James Duggar, Justin Duggar, and Jackson Duggar were the rest of the groomsmen. At the same time, Maddie had Johanna Duggar, Jennifer Duggar, Jordan Duggar, and Josie Duggar as her bridesmaids.